Hot Facts with Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hot facts.
Welcome. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Everyone, if you are brand new, make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel and every other corresponding channels that is associated with Hot Facts. We have a very, very strong team. I want to give a shout out to one of my co-hosts, TFT. I want to give a shout out to our bounty hunter. I want to give a shout out to Ghost 77. I want to give a shout out to one of the administrators of Hot Facts, the DoorDash Revolution. This guy has the baddest morning ride-along show that there is. It is the all the way real deal. You get to see how the drivers interact with each other. You get to see how people in different markets go through the same things. You get to see how they interact with the merchants to see why they keep getting these large orders and how they are staying consistent in the restaurants that they're going into. The baddest morning show. That is with the DoorDash Revolution. Make sure you guys do check that out. If you are on Pacific Standard Time, 5 a.m., you might be a little too late. Sometimes you got to be out on the road doing it at 4 a.m. because there is a 2-hour time difference from here to where their market is. And if you go ahead and take a look, you will see what market I am talking about. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. We got a very great show today. We have a delivery driver that did something excellent. And I had a video on my live, and I made sure you guys already know that Hot Facts bring you guys all the news. Showcased this gentleman a little while back, and State of the Union, he's going to be up there to represent, okay, as a delivery driver. We all hear that delivery drivers do bad things, but on the other side, Dash Gordon is another one. I want to give a big shout out to Dash Gordon. Dresses up in the full Flash costume and delivers, and all the community loves him and everything else like that. Forgot the girl's name, but want to give a shout out to her. She saved the life of a lady at her DoorDash driver, and DoorDash gave her $1,000 to finish her EMT school. And the lady said, this is one of my lifelong friends forever. Want to give a shout out to the drivers who are going above and beyond. There were a couple delivery drivers that ran into houses and saved people from burning fires. I want to give a shout out to them because as of where it stands right now, we're going to have a delivery driver introducing someone at the State of the Union. And I will show you the video of the congressman and everything else with his family. And why they are doing it, they're going to make sure that they give this up to the delivery driver that actually went above and beyond and did what he's supposed to do. Now, we do know that when you work for DoorDash or you work with DoorDash, you get there's a star that says above and beyond. Well, this is when above and beyond goes above and beyond, even though he said, I was just doing me. It's what happened. But before we get into that, okay, we got some great Hollywood news that will be on a little bit later on. We have a strong statement from Real Talk with Roy. We're going to go ahead and play the real strong statement from Real Talk with Roy. We'll talk about the Amazon delivery driver that was carjacked. We'll go ahead and show you that video also, okay? But we got a little bit more news too, a little bit more news. But outside of that, for right now, all you got to do is just sit back and watch, because I'm going to start it off with, okay, I put a video up yesterday for DoorDash, and it was question, problem, solution. And I gave my thoughts on that. You guys can go ahead and check that video out. Put it up yesterday. Very, very, very great video. The video that I put up this morning is pretty much directed to DoorDash. Not the drivers, not the customers. It's pretty much directed to DoorDash. And I think it's a video that people need to see. And most people don't come out to be as candid as some other people. But to be quite frank, that's what you have to do at times. And we're going to start off the show. If you watch Hot Facts with Robert Reese, you know that when we do the show, I start you guys off with videos that I do. It's not anyone else. I'll show you guys videos if I'm out there interviewing people. I'll show you guys the videos when I'm out there doing my case studies, not nobody else's, so you guys can actually hear what it is. That's how we go ahead and do this. Thank you, DoorDash Revolution people. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you do that. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got some good news today. Great show today. Great show today, by the way.
Is there any explanation for this right here? I mean, you can go all over the world and not see nothing as bad as this right here.
Hey, Caddy Beast from Phoenix, Arizona, and you're watching Hot Facts with my boy Robert Reese.
Hot Facts. Robert Reese. Come and get them Hot Facts.
Hot Facts with Robert Reese, everyone. Here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The information that you get from everyone on Team Hot Facts is some of the best information you will get if you're dealing with the gig economy and anything that you do to make something happen for yourself. Hot Facts is the truth behind what you stand for. So we stand for everything. And I talk about many times in my videos, and it's what I actually do. I make sure that I myself, it's the customers, the merchants, and the drivers. Got to make sure I represent all of us well. All my videos, you guys can see that that's what we do here on Hot Facts. Got to say this, DoorDash, you have big problems. The biggest problem is you've already solved the problem, but now they're trying to create a bigger problem. You've made pay by hour. You made Diamond Driver, Top Dasher, Large Order Program, Pizza Program. You have done everything you possibly can to have other drivers go and see that I can make money because I am part of these other programs right here. You have done that, and you have done an immaculate job. Because the drivers that really pay attention know that they can be on separate programs on something and they can get it done. Congratulations on that. That is super right there. But your biggest problems are this. When drivers start, talking below the surface, they go, that's like a sidewinder snake. Like a sidewinder snake, they go underneath the sand, and that's how they move. You see the S's in the sand. They're going underneath just a little bit, right? To go ahead and do their thing. They now know that you have done this, and many of them just don't have the mindset to figure out what's really going on and what you just put there in their face.
Sit back, relax.
They now want mandatory tip. They want to try to change your business from right now. The drivers are trying to make you change how you are doing business when you have already changed how you are doing business to make it so that the drivers who already get the backlash from the bad DoorDash drivers, you made it so that they are making it good right now. The other drivers don't want that. They are trying to force you and make you switch up your actual program on how you do things. They do it in ways how, it's the media. They have channels here that run their thing, and they use certain people, the More Finance, the Nubs, the Pedro DoorDash Santiago's. They use those three. And this is for food delivery. So I'm not talking about Dustin is driving, the rideshare guy. I'm not talking about any of them. I'm talking about the guys that strictly do the food. So they have it filtered out like this. You have a Bentley Coupe, who is a great one. You have a Your Driver Mike, who keeps everything way real and teaches and everything. This is what we like to show on Hot Facts, but we also got to show everything, and I wouldn't be Hot Facts if I didn't show anything. Let the flames go. Let the flames go. Throw them up there. That's what we do here on Hot Facts. But your problem is this here, DoorDash. They're going to try to start something to make it that your business is gonna, they think your business is gonna suffer. No, you guys have a contract with like all the majors, super majors. You have different names in Australia and in the UK, but it's you guys. Same thing. These people here don't understand that, okay? What they're gonna do is where they live, it's going to mess it up. It's going to make more drivers not be able to drive because they don't understand if they want to go drastic. Well, we know what would be drastic for them. Do we pull the plug now? When do we do it? Drivers, you don't know that they can do that. DoorDash, your biggest problem now is you guys have already seen USA Today, and you guys already know about the no tip, no trip and everything else like that. The real leader of that movement was Pedro DoorDash Santiago, and I'm going to give out, you can find him on DoorDash deliveries. Another one that's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. He's on Twitch. He's on everything, and he acts like he eats the food. You guys already know who I'm talking about.
Thank you for tuning in.
You guys already know that exists, DoorDash. How do you counter that, DoorDash? You've been deactivating a lot of drivers, people who have accounts and things like that, people who have channels, because you actually went back and watched them do these bad things. So you're like, man, they were really doing that? Yeah.
Come and get them hot facts. Robert Reese.
I was like, yeah. Come and get them hot facts. I understand that trying to sign people over to certain things to make sure that that's not coming out if these people are following. I get that too. But that's not going to fix your problem. The problem is, no matter what you guys try to do and say, there's going to be channels out there. And there's channels that promote the DoorDash and everything else that do negative things. They say, let's not take the trips and everything. And on top of that, they're on there talking about Sambo. They're talking about digging up people's dead mothers and things like that, DoorDash. These drivers are on your platforms. If these drivers are on your platforms, you have to do something drastic, and your problem is not going to change until you rectify and let people all the way know, even though you got like 5 programs right now, rewarding the highest programs for the people that achieve that and maintain it, and then you take away from the bottom. If they can't work for it and do it like that because they say that they are their own business, oh well. Oh well. You can't let them keep going out there. And it's like an MLM. If there's one person, there's 3 that follow that one. And it goes down into a whole tree, a pyramid. Your problem is this. The highest drivers, you're trying to go on those steps. The highest drivers should get paid more on your platform like every other app. And the bottom feeders who don't go out there and do their thing, you need to give them the bare minimum. You need to. If they accept, they accept. The more they accept, the more they do, the more they achieve, the more they grow. But DoorDash, the problem can't be fixed unless you really just say, hey, I'm going to pull the plug on you guys. And you may need to hire more people to watch channels on all platforms. I think that's a job opening that should be coming up on every single gig app. Who wants that job?
All right, people, I had to put in there. Who wants that job? All you guys heard that. Those are real facts. Those are hot facts. That's my opinion. That's what I feel should happen. I feel that the bottom drivers should get treated like bottom drivers, and everyone else should get the benefits of them doing the things for their business, and that's how it should go. Whoever else don't like that, I just really don't care. But that's a way to even just clear out a whole section. So all the drivers on the app are making it. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I love that. You wanna run out of gas while going to do a delivery? Oh yeah, we already know you not gonna get nothing. That's why that happened. That's why we sent you to the boonies. Woo-wee, people, that would change a lot of things right there. I think being cutthroat would change a lot of things. Woo-wee, I know that's right. Now, whoo, man, I like that video. I like that video. In the video, I referenced some things that, we have the Hollywood gig news. Also, we got the real news that we are taking down first. Then we'll mosey on down to the Hollywood gig news. I mentioned that in that video there. And, we got drivers doing some weird things out there. So this will be a way to clean up. It'll be a way to clean up everything. The more we clean up ourselves, the better it will be for everyone. Because everyone would just be checking people and not even checking them like, weird and things like that. So right now, I think I want to do this first. I'm going to do the delivery driver he's going to go ahead and represent and do the introduction. I'm going to do him last because I think that's special. I'm going to show you guys the video of the Amazon driver getting carjacked first. Then we'll go ahead and get into delivery driver did one of the greatest things, didn't even know, and he is being rewarded. I wonder what type of benefits and tips he's getting now. But let's go ahead and check out this one first.
Searching for the suspect. There's only a vague description that's been released of him. Authorities say they continue to search for video in the area and leads.
I did hear the helicopters and I was confused.
Police surrounded an abandoned Amazon truck in an alley near 12th Street and Cabrillo Avenue in San Pedro Monday, about a half mile from where its driver was carjacked.
He usually just parks his Amazon truck there, but I didn't think twice about it being stolen.
According to LAPD Harbor Division, about an hour earlier, around 6 p.m., an Amazon driver stopped near Leland and 14th Streets to make deliveries. He told police a man with dreadlocks approached him and gestured that he had a gun. Feeling threatened, the driver backed off and the robber took off with the truck. Police say they recovered the truck empty.
Nothing's ever happened like that, so it's surprising.
While carjacking and robbery is not as common, delivery trucks have been stolen in the area before. A captain with LAPD's Harbor Station told me in the past 12 months he knows of at least 2 incidents. According to a SafeWise.com survey, package thefts are a growing problem in many cities.
210 million packages were stolen from American households in the last year, which is obviously a staggering amount. In fact, the prevalence of package theft is up 36% over the last year. And you know, we can infer why. So because more and more people are shopping online than ever before.
Have you ever been the victim of someone stealing your package?
Yes.
A lot?
No, just a few times.
And with this latest incident happening close to home, San Pedro residents say they're keeping an eye out for packages they're expecting.
We're pretty mindful of it, and so as soon as we know a package is there, we go and grab it.
So, Kimberly, at this point, do we know just how many packages were stolen?
Well, Pedro, police say that the truck was not full. Turns out that it was the end of the driver's shift, and there were 3 packages on board. All of them were stolen. They haven't recovered the stolen packages yet.
What's up, TFT? You know, we gotta put out that driver news. There's a lot of stuff that going on. We gotta put that driver news out. And the neighbor said he normally parks it right there, and we watch him do his run. We didn't think no one was gonna come and try to take him. We know who he is. Those are people that are in the community, in houses that you may be going to, that take care of you when you are in the area. You may not know. They might be ordering a Little Caesars pizza because they didn't want to go out tonight. They didn't want to cook or nothing. You ordered them a pizza, but they know who you are. Okay, people. That's what that was right there. I got before we get into this next one, TFT, go ahead.
I got some stuff I want to get off my chest here because honestly, I'm getting a little tired of some of this shit I've been watching. Not here. Pardon the language, but I'm a little irritated and really annoyed.
Let's do this real news first because we go get down with the get down. No, I know. Yeah, we getting down with that. That's the Hollywood news. You were already there. I'm gonna do this next story, and then we just go right into it. We'll go right into it after this story. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. People, I'm not even about to do no introduction to this news. You got to watch it right here. This driver has done something really great for all of us drivers out there, putting us on a different level, a different scale, making people see that like we have good people out there. Everyone's not a scam artist and doing all this other stuff. Let me acknowledge this driver right now because people, we got a slobber knocker. Hold on, TFT, hold on.
This big one fell. You were cutting it. It came back in a wicked way, and it took the ladder from up. It quickly took the ladder out from under you, and I mean, you're like, I saw it from all the way to the gate.
His office tweeted, "We are thankful to the individual who witnessed the fall and immediately called 911, as well as Sarasota County's emergency services for their quick response and transportation."
What's going on? Hold on. Nothing. Just bad sight, man. Nothing. I mean, it's just emotional sight. That's all.
Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy tweeted, "I spoke with Greg Steube and his wife Jen this morning. He is in good spirits, and our entire conference prays for a swift recovery." Fellow Suncoast lawmaker Vern Buchanan also expressed his well wishes, writing, "Horrible to hear about Greg Steube's accident. Sandy and I are keeping him and his family in our thoughts and prayers and wishing him a very speedy recovery." Former President Donald Trump called to check up on him. Steube represents Florida's 17th congressional district. He was first elected to Congress in 2018. Reporting in Sarasota County, Brianna Boskert.
All right, people. So that delivery driver is actually going to be introducing him. How when you see like your favorite sports player go to the Hall of Fame, and they bring up the person to introduce them into what they got going on, we have a delivery driver that's going to be representing delivery drivers at the State of the Union. So I think we all got to applaud that delivery driver right there, because of all the stuff we try to do good and everything else like that. The lottery fell on him, and it happened to be a congressman that he was just doing his normal service for. He wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary that he was not going to do anyway. Just happened to do it for a congressman. And now we have a delivery driver that's going to be up there at the State of the Union. I hope whatever reporters are talking to him is asking him about all of the pays and should there be unions and stuff. I hope he's ready for it, because I know he gonna get at least a few questions. Do you want me to play the video first, TFT, or you want to talk? Do you want me to play the video that do you want me to play the video so that it goes in sequence, or?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I can hold another couple minutes.
Yeah, okay.
I've held it this long and been biting my tongue because I'm trying to stay neutral and respectful to people, but I've done had enough.
I'm gonna actually play the video, because I didn't think that I was gonna make a video this morning, people. But when I heard some things that I have never heard before come out of anyone's mouth, I said I just gotta just put it out there and let everybody.
I caught it live.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to hit my mute and then go and share this.
What's the easiest way to make money online in 2023? Is it Shopify dropshipping, trading, affiliate marketing?
Is there any explanation for this right here? I mean, you can go all over the world and not see nothing as bad as this right here.
Hey, Caddy Beast from Phoenix, Arizona, and you're watching Hot Facts with my boy Robert Reese.
When a person doesn't like you, they team up with another person that doesn't like you. And before you know it, there's a whole slew of people that hate you. But here's the thing. Those people, they don't even like each other. They're only gathered because of you. See how powerful you are?
This video is here to show you guys how terrible people can be out there. They went up on the ante, and this is what they do. Torque, man, stay in there. I got your back.
Hot facts. With Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts.
Hey, cheers, motherfucker.
Robert Reese.
Twerp, I won't say go fuck your wife no more. I will tell you, go fuck yourself. Right there. How you like that?
Oh, no. I stay quiet. That's rule number one, Flex. If I give you any words of advice, I'm 55 years old, been doing this since 2006. Torp is a troll. He wants you to respond. That's how he gets you going. Fuck that. Yeah, just ignore him, because he's just trying to fucking stir the pot, trying to rile you up, trying to fucking talk about your community and your people in your room and your followers. And, hey, it's your room, Flex. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And fuck him. He doesn't need to come in here if he doesn't want to. I mean, don't
he can't. Even if he wanted to. He wants to. That's why he's stalking the fucking place. But he's not allowed to. No, I'm not. I'm not.
This is dirtbag.
Okay, Flex. I have to jump in for a second. Okay. So, I this is your channel, so we all said you can do whatever you want. However, I would like to actually make a point that Willie has been making, and that this lounge at this
Willie,
point,
I'm gonna mute you for a second because the noise.
this lounge at this point has grown so much that it's become bigger than any one of us, including yourself. So you actually should be proud of that, because that speaks volumes. Okay.
Agree.
Willie is 100% right. When this is the most unique channel you're gonna find on YouTube, and
I tried to go on with listening to this part from the first part right here, people. I don't know if they know about Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and they know about Drink Champs, and they know about all these other no jumpers and Vlad TV, and you just went out and said you guys have the most unique show in all of YouTube. That right there was a super far stretch right there. I tried to go without interrupting. I gotta let it. I'm not gonna do it again.
the fact that people go out of their way to sit in the background like a coward and not say anything and just listen so they can run back and report or whatever. As long as we keep talking about it, they have something to talk about. But if we kill it and cut its head off, then they have nothing else they can talk about. I mean, what are they going to do? Make a video and complain about how we talk about no tip, no trip?
Can I say something that I promise I'll leave for the night? Everybody got to fucking say their bullshit. Now I'm going to say mine real quick. Yeah, you're a fucking genius, Willie, and you know how to deal with trolls better than everybody. And Bobby thinks that everybody owns the lounge and that people should only do what Bobby says. And I say that Flex and me fucking grabbed Torque by the fucking nuts and threw him in a fucking grave, and that's what we decided to do. So that's all I got to fucking say. I do shit my way. Flex does shit his way. Everybody does shit your way. Bobby, if it was too tough for you, fuck off. And Willie, if you thought we were supposed to ignore him after what he did, that's your prerogative, but Flex and I get to do what we want too. Y'all have a good night.
You say shit on social media or internet about somebody, and you send somebody.
Or you just spend a 14-minute video saying how you're going to fuck his wife, laugh at him, and tell him that you're blocked. You don't get to respond ever. The last word is, I'll fuck your wife. That's the last word. And if you don't like me saying it, Bobby, shut your little virgin ears. And if you don't like it, Torque, come suck my fucking cock. And if you think that that's what we shouldn't be doing, Willie, I'm sorry because you think it's funny. But I'll fuck your wife, Torque. I never said I'll rape your wife. I would never say I'd rape your wife. I said I'd fuck her and she would enjoy it, you piece of shit. Now stay the fuck off the lounge, and if you dox me or fuck with me, I will fuck your mother, your dead mother in a grave. Want me to get more dirty? Because I'm just starting. I'm gonna fuck your dead mother. I'm gonna take a shovel and I'm gonna fucking dig her up. And your fucking ex-wife, you piece of shit, Torque. Now don't come back, bitch. Have a good night.
TFT, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I just got fired up again. I got fired up again right now. Go ahead. I have never.
All right. I personally, I've pretty much unsubscribed from every single one of them. For one reason. I'm sick and tired of seeing a bunch of grown-ass men act like 2-year-old little boys. I can only tolerate flagrant disregard for people's respect, well-being, family so much. Now, yeah, I can understand if they're actually good friends and they know each other's family, they can rag on each other about it. These people ain't good friends. And as Torque has said in his own video, every single one of those people on that lounge bash each other on their own channels. To an extent. I mean, not like they're talking about like that kind of crap, but they're nothing but a bunch of two-faced people. And I used to have much respect for Flex. because he's putting down his work. He plays some good music on his morning drives. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't horrible. Yeah, he bitched a lot, but we all do to an extent. But as of everything that Flex has been putting out lately, in my personal opinion, take it as you see fit. This is my opinion. There's nothing to do with Reese, nothing to do with Roy, Bobby, or any of the other people. It's just me. My opinion, they all just need to get the hell off of YouTube and stay away and fade off into existence, because nobody gives a shit about a bunch of people bashing each other. Nobody gives a shit about a bunch of people fucking talking about wanting to fuck somebody's wife or dig up somebody's mother and screw her. Nobody finds that shit entertaining or funny except for the asshole who says it. Now, until recently, I never had much issue with Cherry Pick. But he's done lost my respect with those comments. Because one person's opinion is their opinion. You don't like it, don't fucking watch. That's it. Talking about how he's a man, you know, he's a man's man kind of thing. You ain't nothing but a little boy. A man won't fucking do stupid shit like that. If a man has a problem with another man, they come to that man and talk to that man directly. If necessary, go to blows with that man.
If necessary, you said go to blows with that man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got something for you right here. I got something for you. It's not a video or nothing, but I'm just gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Cherry Pick. If someone wants to put hands on you and really go and see you, you're around Green Acres, Lake Corridor, Atlantis. You got a Palm Springs out there. You got Golden Lakes. You got Wellington. You got Benton Beach. If you really want to go ahead and take a drive on that 95, you'll hit that Delray Beach, the Boca Raton. You got Palm Beach, the Riviera Beach. You got the Grassy Water Preserve right there. You got the Lion Country Safari right there. If someone really wanted to, all they got to do is just go over there. You guys got to remember that you guys say these stupid things on the internet. You got somebody in your own group saying, don't say it on YouTube or anything.
Cherry Pick is, anybody could find Cherry if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
On his lives that he's out driving around, he showcases everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
It only take a matter of maybe 30 minutes or less to figure out and pinpoint where he at.
This dude is ridiculous, man.
You know, it's just like with me sitting here. The little bit of walking around I've done, showing off my little neck of the woods. It'd be freaking a matter of a minute for somebody to be able to pinpoint my location if they wanted to.
And especially if you accidentally put your location in the video, it's done. It's done.
Now, you know, as far as I know, the only thing anybody can really glean from where I live is I live on the outskirts of a freaking town. And they know I live in my city. Because I've said the name of my city.
Right. Now,
Wouldn't be hard to track me down.
But check this out, TFT. It wasn't just his mom. We all know that. We all know that we don't know. And here's how crazy it is. It wasn't like you don't know the emotion that someone has if that's how they're not together and someone dies. And then you say even your ex-wife. And that was just like too much. And Gig Life with Lexi, I got to say this to you right now. You responded back to me, okay, after I said the things, and your only response to everything I said was, I did not do an interview. I was up there to chat. But This is what I mean. And when you said, why did you tag me in that? I tagged all of the gig world to let them know that this is what they are saying. So even if you don't know and you go on a show, you have to know that this is what these people are doing out there. You have to know that. I put you and like 30 other gig tubers also. It wasn't just you. But as you see, when you got up there for 3 hours, when you said you don't do an interview, but they were all asking you questions, you got up there for 3 hours and didn't even mention anything about the video that you made a comment on because you saw you were tagged in it. You didn't even want to make a comment about it. You just went on there for 3 hours. No, that's why I put up, are you mad, bro? When women stick together, you didn't stick up for the other women out there. You knowingly knew that that's what they talk about. Then I tag you in this one when he's talking about digging someone's mom up and doing his ex-wife who are no longer here, but he did not show up to speak with you because someone told him you better not do it. And that's all you needed to get on up there. That messed up the gig world too. You got to understand some of this stuff. This stuff is not good for anyone. It's not good for any community. It's not good for anyone who was a regular human being. You don't do things like that. That means he was one of them kids that put hamsters in the microwave or something. He was probably one of those kids. And you guys are laughing and joking. All you dudes on the screen were laughing and joking like it was funny. Not one of you guys had enough to say, hey, man, stop that, man. Enough's enough. Not one of you guys had enough to even tell him that. And he's like 4,000 miles away from you guys. Well, from Bobby, he might be able to get there in like 4.5 hours of a drive. 6 hours, maybe. Ain't one of you guys said, hey, man, chill out. I know when Revolution is about to tell me something, he says, Reese, I'm about to talk. Sit here and listen to me. That's what he says. Not one of you guys did that. This has to be one of the most egregious things you could do. But these are the things that people will do to get notoriety. So when Bobby said this is the most unique channel on YouTube, maybe you're right if this is what you guys like to carry out. Because this is not good. That's why it's called Hollywood gig news. You guys are now separated.
Unfortunately, in this society we find ourselves in, there's more and more people who find themselves drawn to the blatant disrespect that people put out there. I'm not talking about subtle crap, being a sarcastic asshole.
Hold on, wait, TTFT. Now, Cody, I'm not saying that she has anything negative in her. That's not what I'm saying. See, that's why. See, people got to understand. You got to understand, if I'm sending something out to you and tagging you into something that is one of the most disrespectful things you can see, I'm trying to let you see that that's what they actually do so you don't put yourself into a situation to where you're going to be spoke about on Hot Facts. It was a warning. Do not associate with that because of what was going on. Her channel is actually a very great channel. She gets up there and gets information and everything else like that. She talks into the camera. Her channel is a nice channel. No way in the world should a nice channel want to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm a nice channel, but I want to associate with the people that say these things about who I am, my species. This is what they are allowing up there. I can't do it. So it's me just letting it out so you know. I'm not saying she's evil or anything, but at the same time, to not understand, that's why I had to tag her in this one. I had to tag her in this one so she can really see that's what I was talking about. And now she can really see that that's what I was talking about. And it sucks because the energy that you put on someone's show for 3 hours is a lot of your personal energy. And maybe you want to save that energy to go do something else. You know, maybe you want to go stay out a little bit longer, make a little bit more. Maybe you want to go buy something and cook at home and not go out to work or something. You could have put that energy into something else. And then we heard the most disrespectful say some things too. So it all goes into a nutshell. And all I was trying to do is just inform all of the big people who say they are the big people in the gig world. That's why I tag you guys in all of the news. If you guys don't want to be involved with the news, you shouldn't have a channel. If you guys thought that all your channels are private, you should make your channel private and only send it to certain people. That's what you guys should do. As long as it's out there and we can see it. Come on now. Do you know how many people just really tuned in and just clicked it on accident and just saw this dude going off about somebody's dead mom? Come on now. At least the news can put an APV out there and let people know, hey, this really happened. This really happened, and it came out more than that's like they got like 7 people up there laughing. They all think it's funny. They think it's funny though. TFT, when is the line drawn? When is the line drawn?
Well, that's honestly, unfortunately, a farther and farther stretch as our society gets more twisted and demented. When you and I were kids, if we so much as joked about somebody's mother, we got our asses beat. Not by just the kids, but by our own parents for being disrespectful little snots. Yeah, we got respect basically beat into us when we were young. Maybe I'm speaking for myself in that matter, but that's why I said you also got to remember when I grew up in the era still, and granted it was kind of on the going out, but I grew up on the era where it takes a village to raise your child.
But
that means the whole neighborhood is looking out and helping to bring your child up right.
So we talking about runaway kids that's now got jobs because the villages go help you. We talking about runaway kids, and these people that we talking about, cherry pick is like 55 or something. So
yeah, he's older than I am.
I'm trying to see.
And in my personal opinion, the last bit I've heard of a bunches of stuff I've heard from him when he was up on Flex's stuff is he sounds like he's a spoiled little brat.
He sounds like Cartman. He sounds like Cartman from South Park. I love cheesy pips. You love cheesy pips. I poop on everyone because you're lame. That's how he sounds to me, like Cartman, who has the dirtiest mouth of all time. And he hangs around all these kids who think he's cool, and he punks them. He punks them, and they let Cartman do everything. You can't hear what Kenny's saying because his mouth is zipped up. But if you would, he was the one trying to say all the right stuff, but his mouth was zipped up, Bobby. And they let this dude do this. Then he took South Park and said, well, let me try to merge this with Family Guy. How can I merge South Park and Family Guy with Beavis and Butthead? How do I do that? People, I'm showing my age. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, you guys don't understand. I know TFT know what I'm talking about. He combined all of that. I don't know anyone who I know people that say I may have thought some things and never said them, but they're still not going to tell you what they said.
Well, like I said, unfortunately, today's society has no filter, has no respect, and no real morals. Their compasses are broken, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, yes.
And say that's part of the reason why, to be honest, my wife's daughter, yes, I call her my daughter. She's a good kid. Her compass is pretty much on point. Yeah. But I'm glad that I haven't brought another child into this world. For one reason. No matter how hard I would try, to make sure that they were correct, morally correct, you know, and tried to be respectful with everybody and everything. The world at large would corrupt it.
Right. I see cherry pick as this dude that does this. Let's say there's a kid in the grocery store and he's doing an order, and the kid was trying to, you know, where the fruit roll-ups are in the real fruit section, you know, they still got the fruit roll-ups over there. You go get the real fruit roll-up, right? The kid dropped it. It's like he'll pick it up and give it to the kid, and the kid's mom will walk up and he'll say something perverted out his mouth and walk away. That's how I picture him. Like, this dude just has no, like, there's, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And some people say, oh, it's all jokes and it's funny. I don't understand how any of that is funny. That presses the line on anyone. Because I'll tell you, if anyone has gotten to hear him, let's say they go on a double date, he got to be worried about the other person hitting him in the face because they don't like who he is.
Well, see, the thing is, I have a funny feeling that the way he talks on Flex's stuff, even on his own little videos, outside of actual interaction with the actual people, because he doesn't show his interactions with the merchants. He doesn't show his interactions with the customers.
No.
And I can almost guarantee you, almost with 100% certainty, that he goes 100% the opposite way, full 180 when speaking to anybody other than the internet.
Right.
And if any of the merchants figured out who he was in comparison to this internet persona here, they'd start having him blacklisted.
Oh, man. Should I show Torp's video he just did or the one he did this morning?
No, I watched both of those too. I haven't watched one if he put one out in the past couple hours, I haven't watched that. But
he just put one up 43 minutes ago.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. I've been busy here with you and dealing with the second opinion electrical technician about our freaking 220 outlet for our dryer. Get this. The first guy says it's the PG&E box, and then our circuit panel is overloaded and needs to be replaced. Gonna have to get ripped out. We're gonna have to dismantle half of our room so that they can replace it. All right.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna give the company names. I'm not gonna give company names. But I mean, our local power company come out because they said it was a meter, so we had to investigate. Our local power company sent a technician out, checked the power at the meter, flawless, no problems. He even went above and beyond and checked both of our circuit panels. No issues whatsoever.
I can probably tell you what you guys got up here. Let me think. Let me think. Let me go to solar mode. We got Southern California Edison up here. What you got up there? PG&E?
Yes.
You got
Pacific Gas and Electric.
Pacific Gas and Electric. I'm telling you, I'm a solar man.
Their technician come out here, checked. Didn't even have to do it, but he checked both of our circuit breaker boxes and checked every single breaker. Even checked the 220 plug itself. He didn't have to do any of that. All he had to do was the stuff here on the outside of the house. But he went above and beyond and checked everything. And said everything's perfect. No problems whatsoever.
No problems.
So the repair warranty company we got sent out another company for a second opinion.
So they went here for nothing, or did they try to make up something?
The second guy the first guy made up all kinds of shit. The second guy company come out and say, yeah, it's just your plug, it's dead. I'll swap it out and you'll be back up and running.
Oh.
See, the first guy was saying it's our circuit breaker box and the PG&E box and something else all needs to be replaced and brought up to code. PG&E says there ain't nothing wrong with this. It's all up to code. It's fine.
He ain't even getting no commission. I don't know why people do that. He ain't even getting no commission out of it.
And to top this off, the second company that come out here for this company that we have for home repair warranty stuff, he straight up said, just like, look, For the past 6 months, all I've been doing is coming around behind these guys and fixing everything that they don't want to do. Because they're blowing stuff up and making problems bigger than what they actually are.
Cody, I have had calm conversations with the guy also. You're not the only one.
Oh, I've had calm conversations with them.
Cody, we were set up to do an interview, and then he started doing all this like he started. I can't be associated with any of it. I'm sorry. I
gotta say this right quick, Reese. You gotta remember though, every person's alter ego or persona they put out on the internet, it's a part of them.
Yeah,
it's a part of who they are.
He's a pervert.
Yeah, it may not be a huge part of their regular everyday life, but it is a part of them. Otherwise, they would have never have made that persona.
If you ever talk about ass all day and call people punk ass bitches all day and shut the F up and digging up dead people and doing them, man, that's a lot to get a hold of right there.
Yeah, it's like myself. Yeah, I've got many personas that I could put out there if I wish. But every single one of those is a part of who I am, what has made me to who I am today. Yeah, it's like I can't just make up a personality off the top of my head and that's what I'm going to use. No, that would be me lying.
TFT, I ain't never heard you say, I'm going to stab a pigeon and cut out the heart and drink the blood and man, I'm going to do it while I'm doing your wife. I ain't never heard you ever come with, I have never heard you the whole time I've been involved with you. I have never heard you have any disrespect.
Well, that's these days. You didn't know me 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, but you ain't putting it out there like that.
Well, 15, 20 years ago, that's a part of my life that I bet I'd rather forget. Learned my shit from, move forward and better myself. Because the shit I used to do back then when I was younger, in my early 20s, it's shit that myself today would have turned around and beat the ever-loving crap out of myself for.
So do you think he's trying to go back in time and relive what he wanted to do as a child, and that's what he really wanted to do, and he's doing it now? Because
I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to Cherry and the way he puts out that persona, it's probably he just doesn't really care anymore about anything. He's reached that age in his life that I guess 50-something is the new midlife crisis or something. I don't know. That's what it sounds like with this persona, is that he's going through a midlife crisis to me, where he just doesn't give a crap about anything but himself, make himself feel good.
Women have heat flashes. I know that. Women have heat flashes. So this.
Well, that's menopause. That's not a midlife crisis.
Well,
midlife crisis for like a guy normally would be going out and buying a fucking Corvette and on a lower middle class budget, or having a.
They tell you
kind of
go to a Corvette and a Harley. No, what he's really doing is probably doing what Cherry is doing. You've seen Chris Hansen. You've seen Chris Hansen. These dudes be showing up with pizzas and donuts because they on the internet trying to go back when they were. All this stuff happens.
Some people are trying to relive their midlife crises, or trying to relive their glory days, or what they perceived were their glory days.
He might be going to 9 years old. Then he might be going to 9 years old.
It's like me. Some of the best times in my life, for me, honestly, in my own personal opinion, as the man I am today, have all occurred when I met my wife. From that day forward. Everything in the past before my wife, to be honest, I was an asshole. I was a thief. I was a dealer. You name it, I probably did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a single thing well, other than maybe my high school football stuff, that I can look back on and say, hey, I'm actually proud of me doing that.
But there is nothing right now that's going to make you say, hey, I want to go act like the little pamphlets they gave us when I was 12 at the park. They're like, why do I want to? Remember when they showed you all the people that did meth and they drew their eyes dot in the middle and they
I guess you can say, honestly, I hit 40 now. I'm kind of going through a midlife crisis. You know what I'm doing? I'm building a collection of freaking Transformers because that was something I loved as a kid and I still enjoy today.
You're going to make some money. That's not dumb.
Yeah, I've got
I'm gonna see
25 different figures right now.
Yeah, I'm going to see you on Pawn Stars. And they're going to have to bring that dude in.
No,
you got to
they're not going anywhere while I'm alive, except for maybe to my daughter when I'm on my deathbed. Whatever she do with them, that's on her. I can already tell you right now. I mean, I just recently started collecting, like maybe over the past 6 months, and I got a bunch of things. They're not in box because they were used stuff, but they're complete. They're vintage stuff from the frickin' 90s and 80s.
Oh my goodness! Do you have a tape deck? You have a tape deck?
I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the actual Transformers.
Transformer.
Oh, you talking about Blaster and Soundwave?
Tape deck that was in Optimus Prime's chest. Tape deck. He comes out.
Oh no, I don't have that one.
You know, tape deck is the little. He's the actual tape. He's tape.
It's not Prime. Prime never had it.
It's not Prime. He sits in him. He comes out. Tape deck.
That one I don't remember.
Hey, go research you some tape.
But I have
you got
3. Yeah, I've got 2 ones. I've got Blaster and I've got Soundwave and I've got all of their tape decks. They're little cassette tape Transformers. Yeah, Ravage, Laser, Big Buzzsaw, Ravage, Friendly, all of those for Soundwave. I can remember half the names of one Blaster had, but I've got like 4 of them for him, and I think there's one more I'm missing.
Oh man, that's awesome right there, TF.
Sadly, the only Optimus I have in my collection is the vintage 1999 or 2001 Beast Wars Optimus Primal.
Oh, I was about to say the Beast Wars, and the Beast Wars. Did Beast Wars come after the dinosaurs, or?
Well, if you're talking about the Dinobots, or are you talking about the actual like the
Dinobots?
Because the Dinobots are from the original series.
Yes.
Grimlock, Swoop, Slag, Snarl. All of those are from the original.
Now, let me see how real you really are. What about GoBots? Do you remember GoBots?
Yes, I remember GoBots. Do I remember any of their flipping names? No. But when I was a kid, I had the leader of the good guy and the bad guy, the F-14 and the little motorcycle. I can't remember the freaking names, but when I was a kid, I had those 2. And I had the GoBot good guy's little mobile freaking battle base thing that almost looked like a freaking Star Wars thing, but it wasn't.
Okay, I'm all right. Now I'm gonna tell you this. This is one thing I wish I could have.
Back when I was a kid, I was more of a Turtles fan. I had the Tetradome and everything.
That's what I was about to get into, but on a different level. I was gonna say if I can go back in time, or even right now, if I can get the ultimate gift right now, would be the He-Man and Skeletor set, the Castle of Grayskull.
That was a set I wouldn't minded having when I was younger, or now even.
The one that opens up.
Yep, the full-on play set. The castle that stood like freaking that wide apart from one another. Stood like almost 3 feet across. You open that damn thing up, and you got a huge ass battleground in there if you wanted. Not to mention storage for up to I think 15 figures.
15 figures. That used to be a hiding spot when my mom said clean up your room. I used to put stuff in there.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing with the Tetradome. Yeah, I had no idea what kind of stuff I crammed into that thing.
And the dome came. That was when Crane, Lord Crane,
Mhm.
right? Lord
Yep.
Crane. People, you don't know Lord Crane. You don't know about the original Rocksteady and Bebop. Oh, you guys don't know about them. You don't know about the original Shredder, and he come with the man.
Yeah, Thundercats. All right. Yeah, I remember the Thundercats, Dan.
Who talking about Thundercats? All right, people. Let's see how much you really know about Thundercats. Let's go through the Thundercats names. Let's see if you guys.
Oh hell! Go! You kidding me, Ghost? You kidding me, Ghost?
He don't. No,
He says he got the Skeletor castle still in box and in plastic.
Take a picture. Make a YouTube short. Put that on TikTok. Put that on TikTok. We on Thundercats until you put that on TikTok. You got Lionel. You got Panthro. You got Tigra. You got Tigra. You got Wily Cat, and you got Snarf. Oh, what y'all know? What y'all know?
And it's actually Cheetah, but
Chitara.
Yeah.
You had Chitara also, people.
Yeah.
What you know about that, people? Come on now. What y'all know about growing up and watching the real Speed Racer? Oh, what y'all know about
1979 up to the freaking 86 Speed Racer cartoon.
Man, we used to watch the Snorkels and man, people, you don't even know about the cartoons we used to watch.
Don't forget about Fraggle Rock too, man.
What y'all know about Fraggle Rock? Yeah. What y'all know about Fraggle Rock? Welcome to Fraggle Rock. What y'all know about Fraggle Rock? That was like the other Sesame Street, but it was more cool. It was Fraggle Rock. It was like
It was like Sesame Street on crack for a party, you know.
And we used to watch Alf.
Yeah. Oh, I love me some Alf.
He used to try to eat the cat every episode. I don't know if y'all know about that. Come on.
Never did eat that cat. Never did get to.
Never did eat the cat. Enough. You know what? Enough of that. I'm finna get into Torque really quick and do this video he did in the last 43 minutes. And look, he said, my kind of Fraggle Rock. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Torpe. All right. I finally caught up a little bit. Mr. Flex put up a video where he shared a link with one of my old acquaintances from the old days. Actually, I just found out about this. One of the guys that I used to run with, the name of the Wiz Lives. Me and him were like besties on YouTube. That's how I got here. He was one of the originals, by the way. The Wiz Lives. If you don't know who he is, he's second video down from the left. Whatever one works for you on your phone or computer on Mr. Flex's Lounge Lives. Apparently that came up last night. I didn't know that. So I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? You know, starting shit and all this stuff. And it said, I thought it was just Mr. Flex, you know, being Mr. Flex, you know, calling people by the wrong name because he's afraid to lose his monetization by calling them the right name, calling him out. He thinks he's going to get in trouble, I guess. That's fine. I get that. I was in the 6th grade. I understand that. He don't want the teacher to slap him on the wrist with a ruler. Understood. So I looked at the video and yeah, there's a link. I'm like, a link? A link? Well, who is it? Why you got to put out a link? I mean, Southern Gig ain't got no problem talking smack. None of these guys have problem talking smack. I would have figured that he'd just been alive talking. So I clicked on the link. It's the Wiz Lives. Mr. Well, I'm not going to say his full name because I just found out he died. That sucks. No, that sucks. I didn't know he died. Apparently it was a heroin overdose, I guess. That's what I'm reading on the web right now. I cannot verify. So don't hold me to it if that ain't what it was, because they used to play a lot back in the day like they do today. You can't believe 99% of what you hear and half of what you see. So I don't know if the man's dead or not. If he's dead from a heroin overdose, which I just thought he was an alcoholic. I didn't think he was in that, but that's all right. All right. It is what it is. Nobody really gave a shit when Jeannie died, so they can go fuck themselves. How about that, Bang Callahan? He was a good bro, though, when I met him. He was a good bro when I met him. Wiz lives. I could say his first name was Dave. I ain't going to say his last name. I don't. Even if he was still alive, I wouldn't do that. Because, see, unlike some people, Mr. Flex, I got a little respect. I ain't going to give the man's identity up. I know his last name, but you don't. Anyway. Yeah, they didn't give a shit when my wife died. Yeah. They made fun of it, actually. Yeah. I'm dealing with the same catch right now that I was dealing with back then. You guys don't give a shit about nothing but yourself, so don't even try to put that shit on me. I know you're going to. I can't stop you from it, but don't think I ain't going to call it out when you do it. And that's why I've been calling out Mr. Flex, because he calls out everybody but his own. And his own ain't perfect, but he don't call them out, does he? He just wants everybody else to shut the fuck up when they call him out. I'm sorry, bro. That ain't going to happen. So when I clicked on that link, it's the Wiz list from 8 years ago, which is actually probably closer to 9 because YouTube don't count the months. I learned that a long time ago. If it says 7 years, it was probably closer to 8. Vice versa. So this says 8 years ago, and there's a few comments on here. Hell, dude, this is so funny. My old trolls are so jacked up on the old school shit. They've been out of the game so long that they literally think that Lisa, what is that, Surly? I don't know. Who can spell on the internet these days? Lisa Surly. I've seen that name in the lounge. And she came up and said some shit. And now I know this name right here, Napalm Tomahawk. I remember Napalm. Napalm was a double-edged dude. He was like one of them there, dildos. He was like a dildo, but he had the same shape on both ends. He was.
Now, Lisa Surly writes in my comments and always asks me how many copyright strikes do I have and all this other stuff. It's like a bunch of weird talk. I'm a news channel. I have no idea what you're talking about. She's like, well, if you get another one and this and that, I'm like, what are you talking about? So name pops up. I don't know where the name resides and what's going on, but I trust Team HotFacts. I only trust Team HotFacts. Okay? I only trust Team HotFacts. And that's it. I got to let y'all know, I only trust Team HotFacts. Let's get back to tour.
Was fucking everybody. He didn't have it pointed in one direction. He didn't give a fuck. It was pointed at everybody. He's that kind of troll. He's the kind of troll. Let's put it to you this way, Flex. If he was in a lounge, he would fuck you and fuck the panel. Both. He wouldn't give it. Like Cherry is a different kind of troll. He only fucks everybody but Flex. See, everybody but him. His dildo is one-sided. Napalm Tomahawk was both-sided. He's the kind of guy that you try to make me out to be, where I'm an instigator. And you call me an instigator because I call you out. I've never called out DoorDash Revolution. I've never called out anybody but you, man. Well, I called out Dino a little bit. 2 people, bro. And Sensei, I didn't even call him out because he just got 2 left feet and he walks in circles, man. Some people call that mentally retarded. I'm not going to mess with a man like that. I mean, that ain't right. You don't yell at stupid people. That ain't fair. They can't fight back. But Flex, you can fight back. That's why I talk about you. You need to be talked about. So Napalm Tomahawk, his comment to Lisa is, nice try, Torp. Wiz Lives owns you. Figured it out yet? I'm like, dude, that is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. You're an old school troll and you didn't realize that? All you had to click on was that name. Haven't you? Napalm, I know you've done that. Click on the name, check out the channel, see if it's got 2 subscribers. You know you're dealing with a troll. Because if I was to use another channel, which I ain't got no use, I used to do that. Man, we're talking like 15 years ago, bro. That's why I said in the comment, you need to catch up a little bit. You and Real Man supporters are doing the same thing. It's like, Real Man owns you. You've been pwned. It's like an 15-year echo, man. it's really bad, dude. It's sad to see that because you guys have become a strange smell in the attic. Now, I knew at some point some of my old gang members, this is like the Outsiders or something, would come back and try to, raise out of that rock in the ground and try to like peek around and start yelling and shit. Well, I'm just here to step back on the fucking rock. You guys ain't going to make no videos. You're not going to say shit. The only thing that you're going to get is a rise out of Flex because he needs all the help he can get. So get your trolling ass accounts up on the lounge and let's roll. Or as the Wiz Lives, rest in peace, said, let's rock. Y'all thought I forgot about that, didn't you? That's the kind of memory I got. Like I'm gonna have trouble remembering what an idiot the lounge is. Hold on. I just got contacted by the DoorDash Revolution. Yep, I gotta get back to him. I'll get back to him in a little bit. I don't really have the ability to talk on the phone all that much, but anyway, it's not because I don't want to, it's because I just don't have the ability. So I was looking at these comments and stuff, and this is the best Flex could come up with. That was it. Boom. A capture from 8 years ago. Flex, there's a reason why that's all you could find, because that's all that's left. I destroyed that entire community of liars, manipulators, trolls, backstabbers, and I am currently, as we speak, going through my archive. I have a 2.5 terabyte hard drive that I bought back in 2009. And back in 2009, $130 was big money around here. That thing is jam-packed full of YouTube videos from those days. And I got a guy on here. His first name's Robbie, but his channel name is Gray Realities. He's got more archives than I do, and he still likes me. So if I needed something, I could just get him up on Facebook and say, hey, bro, send it to me. I'll download it, put it up there. But I know I have it. Where the Wiz Lives actually did do what he said Dadder Denchen said he did, and he denied it. He mocked up a woman's daughter, dude. He called a harmonica a dick. He made it out to be a dick. Why? She was playing a harmonica with her grandmother, and it was very peaceful and very nice. Wiz Lives comes along, mocks it up, makes it look like her granddaughter was sucking a dick. That's what he did. He did do that. And the man is dead. I wouldn't say that shit if it wasn't real. He did do that. That's an instigator, bro. See, Mr. Flex, you are trying so hard to revive the instigation on YouTube. I'm here to stop it. And when I found you, you gave me a new life. So trust me when I tell you this. I'm going to be reviewing your lives. And I'm going to be doing the same thing I'm doing now, but I'm going to be doing it while I'm watching your lives. So know that when you're doing them, that I'll be watching them. You ain't going to know which one until it comes out the next day. You ain't going to know which one. May not be tonight. Might be tonight. Might be tomorrow. Might be Sunday. I don't know. You do one every night, so it's hard to say. But I'm going to do one. I'm going to have to get a lot of alcohol because you're hard to fucking watch. So if I get a good buzz on, game on. Because I can't do that shit straight. There ain't no fucking way. 3/4 of the shit I watch on YouTube, I can't do straight when it comes to this community bullshit. I can't do it. I watch my car videos and I watch my Pawn Stars. I love Pawn Stars. Shit like that, real shit. Shit you can learn something from. But I don't need to learn nothing from a live troll like Mr. Flex. He's got his little following, and that's cool because everybody gets one. No matter how much they suck, they're going to get one. You might have said the same thing about me 20 years ago, 15 years ago, sorry. But, I mean, look at this shit. My old trolls from 15 years ago are starting to show up again. You seeing this? What does that tell you? What kind of a fucking footprint did I leave? Huh? I pissed off a lot of people. I'm about to piss off a lot more. But I'm also gaining traction with the people that want this shit to stop because they know that I'm about the only one that can fucking do it. And if you don't think I can, Flex, look at the old school, man. I squashed the whole fucking thing. Even Casey Nunez himself. Now, that last name I could say because that was his channel name. Casey Nunez himself, the Psycho Hurricane. He's gone. And he's the one that got my wife fired. He's the one that threatened lives. He's the one that actually said the N-word with an I, Mr. Flex. Oh, I could show you some shit off this archive. I'm just not sure how I get it up on YouTube because every one of them videos be flagged. That's how bad that shit was. See, you said I lure. How did you say it? Leaned? I leaned towards these things? No, back in the day, we didn't lean towards shit. We were men. We said what we felt. We said everything out loud. And that shit flew. It wasn't until about 2010, 2012, YouTube said no more. Pink slips were handed out. Channels got shut down. Now it's coming back again, I've noticed. Because people getting deactivated. People are losing their monetization. Shit like that. See, Flex, you got to understand something. Just because I'm old and you don't like me, that sure as fuck don't mean I'm wrong. No, you don't like me, don't make me wrong. I like you, Mr. Flex, because you give me a reason to be here. You give me a reason to be here. If you were a nice guy and kept it real and were factual and actually had a conversation man to man, dude, I would have probably left 2 months ago. I wouldn't have had shit to say. You provoked this, dude. Anytime somebody comes up on YouTube in a vlog in a community and makes shit up and lies, yeah, that gets my attention. Period. It gets my attention. Ask the Wiz Lives. If he was still alive, he would tell you. Me and him were best buds until he started fucking with women, until he started fucking with kids, and then still. And you know what? You might say, you can't say that about a dead person. It's like the shit of fuck I can. I got the videos to prove it. Why would I change my story now? That made me a liar. I'm not a liar. I call it as it is. I called it out. I called him out. I didn't kill him. He killed himself. Heroin overdose. That shit ain't no joke. It didn't have nothing to do with me. I wouldn't wish it on nobody, but he did what he did. Grown-ass damn man killed himself with heroin. He's probably still alive for all I know. I'm listening to a troll right now saying he's dead. He might just come back and pop me in the face. He's like, I ain't dead. We got you. Like, no, you didn't get me. I listened to your troll. Your troll got me because I had a little compassion for a second. That's why I didn't repeat your last name. If you're still alive, Dave, I never repeated your last name. You want to come up and say it? That's on you. Because I don't know if he's dead or not. I looked at the obituaries. I can't find squat. So I don't know if Ben Callahan's full of shit trying to instigate or what. Ben Callahan never liked me. Why? Because I called out Ben Callahan. I made people laugh more than he did. And he had to put on a mask and a funny hat. Y'all want to talk about a clown? Ben Callahan was a clown. But I give him some props because he was one of those clowns that didn't just troll. He actually made videos, real videos. And some of that shit was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, the thick skin, that shit was funny. You had to question some of the shit that you said and did back in the day when Ben Callahan was cranking them out. You know, I mean, he popped them out 28 seconds, so they were easy to watch. I don't know if he had ADD, but that's what he did. He never made a long video ever. I'd be surprised if he came back now, though. I don't know if he wants anything to do with this, to be honest with you. I could take Ben Callahan again. Hell, he left longer than I did. I came back before he did. But all of a sudden, he's back because I'm back for a while. What does that tell you? What are you going to do, ride my coattails again, Bear Bangy? Bang, 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 bang. I remember those days. And by the way, so everybody knows, if anybody wants to know what the eggs are all about, I'll give you a little heads up. The egg channels, there was probably about 150 or so of them, but most of them were numbered like eggs, rotten eggs, 1, eggs 2, eggs 3. It went up to like 13, and all of a sudden we got bigger numbers. What it was is the eggs had mocked me up, and they were very good at editing, and they'd mock me up as a pedo. And it to the untrained eye, it would look real. To the untrained eye, it would look good. Today, you'd see it like that. Boom, that's fake. But back then, it was so fresh, and nobody had really done that before, that it was pretty freaky. And that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about, The Wiz Lives. He's talking about what the eggs did to me. He didn't have no control over that. Don't let him fool you, though. I mean, he might be passed away, but he didn't have no control over it. He didn't know who the fuck the eggs were. We all figured it was Tracy. That's who we figured it was. It had to have been somebody that could really edit. And Tracy, I ain't going to use her last name either. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'll never forget it. But a little respect. I don't use last names. But I remember that. Everybody knows who Tracy was because she was PayPal's Going Down was her channel name. And she was great friends with Mike. Yeah, you all remember Mike. Because I know my trolls are watching from the old days, so I ain't worried about if the rest of y'all get this or not, but pay attention in class because this shit pops up again. Some of the shit might make sense. This shit went on for a long time, so it definitely makes sense to me. And if this shit's going to be brought up by Mr. Flex, the Wiz lives again, oh, I'm sure as shit going to bring it up. That's right. I ain't bringing it up. See, Mr. Flex, this is instigating. That's called propaganda, brother. That's called some CCP shit. That is propaganda, bringing up the Wiz lives. But the funny thing about it is this is all you could find. That was it? The Wiz lives? I got a shit ton of these, brother. I got the proof of where the Wiz lives did mock up that video and replace a harmonica with a dildo. That girl was 11 years old, brother. You sure you want to fucking light this fire? Are you sure? Ask yourself that question in seriousness, man. Don't worry about whether I'm asking you. Just ask yourself, do you want to open this up? Because I can show you where the Wiz Lives did that. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that because if I post it up on YouTube, I'm going to get flagged. That's how bad it was. Back in them days, we didn't have that problem, but today we do. And I think I can use, what is that? Google, not Google Live, Google One? Is that Google One? Somebody help me out on that, but I forget what it's, Google One, I think it is. Some shit like that, where you can upload a video on there, doesn't matter what's in it, and then you can share the link with anybody you want to, and that shit will fly. So maybe that's what I should do. Try me, if that's what you want to do. Because Flex, you're going to look stupid as fuck, dude. Wiz Liz was a bad man. He didn't start out that way, but he ended out that way. It was a very, very bad man. And I think that overdosing on heroin might give you a wake-up call as to what kind of man he was for a very long time. He didn't give a fuck about shit, dude. He was gross. He didn't care. Most people on heroin don't. I knew he had a drug problem, but I didn't know it was heroin until just now. He was a bad drunk. He was that. But he was a good friend to me before all hell broke loose. I just called him out on that. I couldn't hold my breath, dude. I couldn't hold that back when I saw what he did with that. I couldn't hold that back. And I got the videos to prove that he did hold that back because he said, we're seeing it wrong. That's what he told us. We're seeing it wrong. It came off of his channel. You need to back up a little bit, Mr. Flex. You're reaching down the rabbit hole, dude. You just got bit by a snake, dude. That's what you got. You're going to have to do better than this. If this is what you're going to do, you're going to have to do better. Or relearn your game. Or
Now, I'll let them get a lot off, people. A lot of what you don't know, or what you spraying down. You spraying down something.
Just cleaning up my headlights.
Oh, okay. But
the McGuire.
What is just doing? Because there was a gentleman on Flex's Lounge who knows him from way back in 2006. And it's someone that came out and tried to say all these things. So what Torp did was start off with the Flex thing, then go into this dude, and then bring out everything else that he may be trying to bring out that Flex might get on as ammunition. This is the Hollywood news, people. He's coming out and letting everybody else know right now. When you guys saw 8 Mile when Eminem rapped, and he told Papa Doc, go ahead and tell them something that they don't already know about me. He's saying everything right now. So even when they bring it up, he's telling you who and telling you how it started, which is going to make them have to figure out, well, who the hell do we got up here? But Torp said, I had no idea my old trolls will be popping up over here and getting over there with Flex. Them people don't even know nothing about the gig world. That's how crazy it got. And they just followed him over because now he's driving, doing DoorDash and stuff. They follow him over to see what he's doing. He's putting up videos, and now they're trying to see, he's doing this. Let's go ahead and get involved with this too.
Highly recommended if your headlights are yellowing. The good old McGuire's headlight restoration 2-piece pack works fantastic.
Man, I'm finna get him again.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. I use it. I love it. I recommend it to anybody and everybody.
Retrain you back. Whatever the fuck it is that makes it. Because this is ridiculous. Even, what's her name? Lisa Surley. Dude. I actually opened that up. Does this even have any videos on it? I was getting ready to comment to her, but that's just the weirdest thing ever. I've never seen a channel like that. This is the first time I've opened it up. She got 78 subscribers. Stop saying unicorn, time to move ahead. Oh, she's talking about unicorn offers. I get that. I don't even have to look at the video. I know what that means. Unicorns. I know what a unicorn is. I actually got one of those about a month ago. $75 for a potbelly order. Said 7, it would turn out to be 75. That's a unicorn, by the way. Or at least that's what they call them sometimes. See, I don't know what this channel is, so I can't say anything about it. I don't know what the hell's going on here. No clue whatsoever. I can't speak to it. But I think it's funny that one of my old trolls thought it was me. That's awesome, dude. Napalm, dude. You're not even going to put any fucking research into what you're watching before you comment on it? You used to be better than that. All right, this is going to be kind of like the theme I'm going with when I do a play-by-play on Mr. Flex's Live Lounge, which could be any time now. Tonight, tomorrow, the next day, I don't know yet. Depends on my mood, because that is very time-consuming. And
I'm going to cut him off there because we all know that Mr. Flex's lives is very, very time-consuming. Very, very time-consuming right there. We all know that. We don't have enough time for none of that. But I do know that Real Talk with Roy put up a video today that I thought, to me, was one of his best videos that he.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good too. But I just want to give a little side note. My headlight, before using this McGuire stuff, my headlights used to look like this.
Ooh.
This is what they look like now.
Oh, that's the McGuire's?
Yeah. And that's just a moderate package, the blue pack. The red one is their severe. They're like what those other headlights are. That's what I should have used. My headlights, the way they look now, is after 3 treatments. This is now my 4th of using this to clean them up and get them back to being better than what they were. And it drastically, each time I've done it, it's been a drastic improvement in my visibility at night.
Well, that McGuire's works mighty, mighty, mighty well. Now, since I brought up Roy, I thought the video, I thought Roy's video was like the best video I've seen him do as far as having it set up, what he's going to say, and then he brought in all the points. And
well, it actually, I'm going to say this about Roy. It kind of freaked me out to see him do that thing about how Bobby actually paid. Thanking Bobby for it. I ain't never seen Roy look so happy and polite and smiling.
Oh, yeah, he knew he was going to win.
I knew he was going to win too, but it's just very like I've never seen Roy really smile like that. and seem like he's being so polite and everything. That consistent for that long a stretch of time.
But make sure he get that money from Cherry Pick. Cherry Pick talking about putting it on the putting $5 on a super chat.
Super chat.
Send that $5 over Cash App. Give it to him. Acting like you giving it to him.
Even Cash App will still take like 25 or 30 some odd cents, but
no, but when you send it over on the YouTube side,
I know you go through YouTube, it takes like 90% of it.
No, if you don't make $100 in the month, you're not even gonna see it at all. So it's
okay. It's even worse.
The person, yes, that's why I said.
Yeah, I gotta get my car painted again.
Go ahead, give it to him on this super chat. I mean, not the super chat, over on the
Cash App, PayPal, shit. Zealot, Venmo. There's a half a dozen more, I'm sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and do them like that. But we go watch this video, people, because I didn't think I didn't think he was gonna come with a video like this, and it's a pretty great video, and I think the gig world should know about this. And we're gonna take this. Should I leave it as Hollywood news or just leave it as news? You know what?
Well, if you're talking about his correspondent video, and then yeah, go ahead, leave it under Hollywood because that's what he's claiming to be on it.
All right. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and get it in.
Oh hell, that bulb blew out.
Come
God
to
damn it.
TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you, so you can do not taxes.
Good morning, everybody. That's right, your boy, Real Talk with Roy, coming back at you from the lovely Las Vegas. All right, this is going to be towards Southern Gig. As you see by the title, I put at Southern Gig video reaction. Yesterday, he did a reaction video, or he did a video regarding employee mindset about other content creators. So we're going to go respond to that. He said that he feels that content creators and people on YouTube are pushing these different programs, and it's setting off the vibe of a mindset of an employee. That's totally not true. In my opinion, that's not true at all. If anything, all they're doing, just like anybody else that comes on YouTube, they're trying to express other options for you as an independent employee, as I call you, to further your business and possibly be able to make more money using programs that are offered to you by DoorDash to increase your profits or whatever the case may be. It doesn't make you an employee by trying out these different programs or signing up for different programs. All it does is give you an advancement in possibly making more money. It's not DoorDash telling you what to do. They give you the opportunities. You have to take the opportunities to increase your business, increase your success rate as an independent employee, in my opinion. So it's not DoorDash telling you to do anything because you're not required to sign up for these programs. You're still not required to take whatever orders you don't want to take. Now, if the program incentivizes you to take more orders to increase your profitability or ability to make more profit, that's still your choice. DoorDash isn't forcing you to do anything. So it's not the mindset of an employer to offer you opportunities to make more money. They're just giving you the option. You have to take that option. Okay. So at the end of the day, when it comes to employee mindset, the problem is it's the independent employees or independent contractors, as they like to call themselves. If you read the comments, if you watch live streams, you will see that the employee mindset is from the Dashers themselves. They are the real reason for the employee mindset because we continually see them complaining about the business needs to do this for me. The business needs to do that for me. The business needs to do this. The business needs to do that. They need this. They need that. They have the employee mindset. And as we've seen in other cities, New York, Seattle, LA, where they have fought to get these employee type incentives added to their dashing or whatever the case may be, the employee mindset is already there. We got a bunch of people that have chosen who have never been a boss in their life are attempting to be bosses for themselves. And they don't have that mindset. Their mindset is still based in employee world. They want this. The company needs to do this. Company needs to do that. Company needs to do this. So it's not the other gig content creators instilling an employee mindset. The mindset's already there, and it's always been there, and it's going to continue to be there. So it's not the other gig content creator. It's not DoorDash trying to make you an employee. At the end of the day, DoorDash is still your boss. They send you the orders. You follow the instructions. You do the orders. Just like a W-2. You mess up too much on DoorDash, you insult customers on DoorDash, you do other bad things on DoorDash, guess what? DoorDash will let you go. No different than me and my W-2, that if I continue to do bad behavior, I get complaints, I do this, guess what? My employer lets me go. So at the end of the day, DoorDash has the end all, say all when it comes to whether or not you even get to pick the orders you want to pick. Because if they don't like you, or you're doing things against their terms of service, or you're just messing up, period, guess what? You're fired. You're deactivated. Same as me at my W-2 job. So as far as the other gig content creators saying that, oh, well, if you do this, well, you do that. First of all, if you ain't even doing it, or if you haven't even done the programs yourself to speak on it, you shouldn't speak on it. You're trying to tell other content creators who work in a specific market, who do these specific programs, that are trying to offer them to their subscribers, that they're wrong and they're setting a bad example. Well, unless you have the proof, unless you have done it yourself, don't speak on it. You shouldn't be speaking on something. You can give your opinion, but at the end of the day, unless you have the facts to back up your opinion, really, is your opinion worth anything at that point? So with that being said, like I said, the employee mindset comes from the Dashers themselves, and we see it every day. So other content creators, continue doing the great content that you do. Hopefully these programs, they may help, they may not help. But at the end of the day, it's not DoorDash trying to be your boss. It's just them spreading information to hopefully help other people make a profit at their business. All right. Remember, you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. Thank you.
Well, people, that was Roy. And that was a very, very great video. He broke it down. He spoke about the drivers that aren't on any of the programs, but talk bad about them. They get up there and say these things, and he pretty much put everything into perspective. And also, a video that I put up earlier about DoorDash has a huge problem. That goes into what I was saying and ties into both. There's a lot of people that don't understand these things, but they're out there driving, and they don't really know what they are doing. You got to understand what's really going on. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all of this, people. We're trying to give you guys the best information that you guys have, that you guys can use, just so that you guys can make sure that you guys are the best people out there doing what it is. That was a great video by Roy. How
Yeah, it was.
that?
No, it was a fantastic video. It's definitely a different side of Roy that I'm used to seeing. Not used to seeing him talk so nice.
Oh yeah, he had some very, very valid points. And
yes, he did. Very much so.
If you're not even doing the programs, how you gonna talk about it? Because
well, as it is, it's not even that. A lot of people are bashing on every program with the exception of large order. And then you got the people who aren't in the large order program who are bashing on the large order program. Yeah, I mean, so some of these people are on some of these programs, but they're not on all of them. They're not taking things to their fullest advantage. Yeah, and that's what Roy was trying to point out.
And he did, man. What else? Like, he surprised me when I saw it, because it was like he had it flowed. It went all the way through. He went from, it was like when they taught you how to write an essay, and you finally did one right and got an A on it. You did everything. He went all the way through. He had examples. He did just about everything right there. And yeah, people, that was a very, very great video that was able to make hot facts. And people, go check that video out. Real Talk with Roy. Nice video. Great work, my man. Great work.
I gotta check on this. What the hell is this? No, not that one. Don't mind me. I'm kind of rambling and doing things in my own back of my own head right now.
All right. Well, we in there doing our thing, making sure we stay
okay.
real good for y'all. You never know what's gonna come out of anyone's mouth up here on Hot Facts. We had I told you guys we had a show today. I told you guys we had a lot of stuff to take a look at. Well, we got a real good chance to take a look at everything. We on 144 right now. TFT, I think we're doing a good job.
That looks so much better.
You out there making sure it look right.
Well, I don't know if you noticed when I was crawling around underneath the front end of my truck, but I found out something that was making I thought it was my license plate, but it's not. Where it screws into my bumper, every now and then it'll make a little rattling noise, but if I touch the plate, it stops.
Okay.
It's not the plate. It's part of the bracket on the bumper behind the plate. It's cracked, so it's kind of wobbly, doing that to each other and making a metal squealing noise, which is annoying as hell. But it's almost akin to nails on a chalkboard. You know what I mean?
All right.
So it's like I took some foam padding and crammed it in there and taped it all down and insulated the ever-loving shit out of it, so hopefully it won't move no more. I'll find out when I go driving next.
Well, yeah, you'll figure out if you gotta put something else back there.
It's honestly the only way to actually truly fix it is that I have to pull the bumper off, and then if it's metallic like I think it is, I can weld it back together. Then I'd have to remount my bumper, and that's just a whole lot of crap I don't feel like doing. But as for my headlights, yeah, they look a whole lot better.
Hey, you winning right there. And you said that was what? What? You said that was Miller's brand or what?
McGuire.
McGuire.
Yeah. I'll pull out the box for you.
Different from one to the other.
See here. See, it's this. You see that all right?
Oh yeah, I know exactly which one
It's
that
a
is.
two-step headlight restoration kit. This here is the only the medium side. It's the moderate damage. It's not the heavy damage. That's why it's taken me 4 coats to. Oh, excuse me. It's not the red box. It's the yellow box. You want the yellow one? That's the heavy-duty one.
Okay. Oh, they even got it. Okay, they even got it right there for you.
It's all two-step stuff. However, the heavy-duty is requires sanding or drill powered polishing.
Oh,
the blue one here.
You trying to shortcut? You a man? You trying to shortcut?
The blue one here doesn't require any extra power tools or actual sanding.
Yeah,
it's
so
just
I'm
a
gonna
little scrub pad they give you, and then the 2 containers of stuff. You got the little bottle here, cleaning solution, and the basically headlight clear coat can spray.
Yeah, but that means you going to work yourself. You getting down and putting your car power in. Listen, you getting the workout in. You gonna burn some calories. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You spending time with your vehicle. See, people get the blue one. Spend time with your vehicle. Learn about it.
Yeah, you really want to put some effort and time in to get the red box. That's the lightweight stuff.
You gonna be your arms. You gonna be buff that time. You done.
Oh no, it's not that. You're just gonna have to do it multiple times. Like I said, it's taken me 4 times now to get that result with the moderate. So if it's a light, you'd probably have to double, maybe half again more than that.
Now, how long did that take though?
It's basically you put the cleaning stuff on there. You use the little like green scratchy pad they give you to rub it in until you get a nice frosted coat. And then you wipe it off with a wet rag, dry it off, then spray it with the headlight coating. Let it sit with a medium wet overlapping spray. You let that sit for about 5 minutes, then spray it again, and then walk away.
So how much time is that though?
About 20 minutes tops.
I was about to say about 25 minutes right there. Yep. In there and come back and you're gonna be good. McGuire's.
It's some of the best rated stuff.
Well,
hey,
you at night though, especially when it's when it gets pitch black, you're gonna actually see it. So that's cool.
Yeah, and you know it gets dark out here at night.
Oh yeah.
We ain't got no street lights out here. So.
That's what I'm saying. Got that Well, I'm gonna do it like this, TFT. We at the 149.
Well, I got both dogs barking off left and right, so I'm just gonna dip out. You guys take care. Peace.
All right now.
Have fun. Stay safe. Make some money.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the button?
TFT dogs is going off right now, people. His dogs is going off. They know he about to come in the house. We're gonna end this show with this, people. No matter what you do out there, depending on how you say it and everything else, there's gonna be someone watching. And no one wants to be a part of anything when they're talking about digging up someone's parents and committing sexual acts with them and thinking that is something cool to do. We should never accept that at all. When someone sends you a warning about something that's going on out there, pay attention to it. Because you can be drug into something for no reason. All in to say why it should have never happened in the first place. When you laugh and snicker and do these things in the group with these despicable actions and things that come out and you are A-okay with it, you're guilty by association because you're smiling with happiness and everything else like that. Trying to keep people away from channels like that. You can really do things yourself and get positive reactions. Don't do that. All of you guys are in the same boat. You all look the same. You all look the same. Every single person that was on that video laughing and smirking and everything else like that. You were all the same because no one said that's enough and no one hit the mute button. You'll hit the mute button for static, but won't hit the mute button for that. That's why a lot of you guys can't have podcasts and you can't put them on these other platforms. The FCC will come get you. You'll be shut down so fast. Pay attention. We out of here, people. Despicable.